Hey everyone, and welcome back to Zero Escape 999, where last time I left you on a pretty awful cliffhanger, and I'm so sorry. We had a couple of really long episodes, so I wanted to try and keep that last one a little bit shorter, and really, what better way to have a short episode than to leave off on a really cruel cliffhanger. Last time, we found Ace dead, Clover dead, Santa dead, and June is critically wounded, possibly fatally wounded. So, let's see if we can get her out of here. Junpei turned his head back to look down at her. Hang on, alright? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna see if it works. No, don't go. Please don't go. Please just stay with me, okay? Akane, we've gotta get you to safety. We've gotta get you help. If we leave you here, if we stay here, I want to be close to you, Junpei, when I... Oh no, fuck. That's fair. Oh, Akane. Connie! Junpei, did you know? You meant a lot to me when we were kids. I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time. Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame. Junpei, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories I'll never forget. Connie, no! Akane, don't say this! Please! We'll save you! Somehow! All of those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now. No, I mean, yes, it will happen! We'll go to all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise, we'll go wherever you want. Really? Yeah, really, I swear. That makes me happy. Really happy. She said it to herself over and over, a weak smile creasing her tired face. I'm so sorry, Junpei. I don't think. It was naive to hope we could get her out with these wounds. Junpei, I feel sleepy. June, the moment you fall asleep, please. No, Connie. Don't fall asleep. Thank you, Junpei. Thank you so much. No! Her eyes were slowly closing. Junpei screamed even as he felt his throat go hoarse. Connie! 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 Fuck. And then there were 3. Speaking of, are Seven and Lotus just giving us space? Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere, he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. It rang 5 times, then faded. 1 hour left. 5 o'clock. Quietly, gently, softly, he set Connie down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. They're not even here? Where had they gone? Like, they weren't even, examining the submarine? Slowly, he looked around the room. Oh no. Wait, fuck! There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. It felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound of, grinding stone. Where the hell are they? When did they vanish? Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. Oh my god. The moment we went through the door, they must have... Then the murderer was right behind us. Who? And why did they let Junpei go? Just to fucking torment him with Jun's death? What the hell? His heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood, 2 bodies laid in it. There was no need to check, there was no breath left in him. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet, it was gone. He stared, it meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew that the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around, the door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. The body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room. The body of Snake. At the central staircase were 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses. Those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Connie. And now, Junpei would join them. Who, then, had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. And that is the first of many endings. We will, of course, be going through all of the endings in order to get the full story of this game. Just who killed all 9? Well, 8, rather, of our victims. The 9th man blew himself up by breaking the rules, but who killed the other 8? I really like this ending. I really like all of the endings, even the bad endings. Because even with the bad endings, if you go back to them after having beaten the game, it is very, very much... what's the proper phrasing I should use? It makes perfect sense how everything played out the way it did in all of the endings. And if you have played the game before, you've probably picked up on quite a bit of that. If you have not played the game before, I'd recommend once this series is over, or once you've played through it yourself, you go back through and check out all of these endings, all of these routes. See if you can piece together what really happened in all of them. The writing in this story is very good, and we're only just getting started. I cannot wait to show more. So, the end. Or is it? The first of many endings. Alright, let's see what we got. You have reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all of the endings, you need to save now. Once you've saved, you can restart the game with information you've acquired in this playthrough saved. Once you begin the game again, you can skip through text you've already seen. Simply press right on the control pad to fast forward through lines you've already read. Once you reach lines you haven't seen, or new choices, it will automatically stop. Let me tell you, this feature is so nice to have because, unlike the re-release on Steam, PlayStation, etc., this version of the game, you don't have a flowchart, which lets re-releases of this game add a flowchart, which let you jump to specific scenes and choices, which makes going through and getting all the endings far easier. But even without that, at the very least, we can skip dialogue we've seen before and quickly get back to the action. Once you reach lines you haven't seen or new choices, it will automatically stop. The Memories of the Escape option has been added to the main menu. Memories of the Escape enables you to play the stages you have completed. It is recommended to save after this in order to unlock the Memories of the Escape. Of course, we are going to save. And this gives us ending 1 of 6, the submarine ending. From the title screen, you can... Oh, you know what? Fine. Go ahead and jump right on through there. So then, with our first of 6 endings done, with the submarine ending out of the way, next time on Zero Escape 999, I will meet you back at a choice that we made before, in order to see another route. I will see everyone next time, as we return to before we made our critical mistake that led us down the submarine ending. I'll see everyone next time for that.